Good morning students. In the previous session we have started lesson number 17, man-made materials. In that we have seen what are man-made materials and we have started with the man-made material plastic. We have seen the structure of plastic and its properties, and after that we have studied that depending upon the effect of heat there are two types of plastic: thermosetting plastic and thermoplastic. Once again we will see the definition. Thermoplastic means the plastic that can be molded as per our wish is called as thermoplastic. This is the first type, and the second type is thermosetting plastic. Once a specific shape is given with the help of mold, its shape cannot be changed on heating. It is called as thermosetting plastic. So depending on effect of heat, there are two types of plastic: thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic, and these are the definitions. Okay, now today we'll start with the types and uses of plastic. The new concept: types and uses of the plastic. As you can see, one table is given. First one, we will see the first type, that is thermoplastic. Thermoplastic, first one, polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. Its uses: bottles, to make bottles, raincoat, pipes, handbags, shoes, electric cable insulation, furniture, ropes, toys, etc. So all these things are made up of plastic, that is PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, it is a thermoplastic. So these are the uses of thermoplastic. Second one is polystyrene, that is PS. It is used for thermo-insulating parts of electric appliances like refrigerators, gears of machines, toys, protective coverings like covers of CDs and DVDs, etc. So polystyrene, it is used in thermo-insulating parts of electric appliances like refrigerators. Then it is used in gears of machines, toys, protective coverings like covers of CDs and DVDs, etc. The third one, that is polyethylene, PE. It is used to make milk bags, packing bags, flexible garden pipes, etc. So polyethylene, it is used to make milk bags, packing bags, flexible garden pipes, etc. Next one, that is polypropylene, PP. Polypropylene, it is used to make parts of loudspeakers and vehicles, ropes, mattresses, laboratory appliances, etc. So these are the different types of thermoplastics and its uses. So we have seen the four types of thermoplastic: PVC, polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene, PS, polyethylene, PE, and polypropylene, PP, and its uses also. Polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC, it is used to make bottles, raincoats, pipes, handbags, shoes, electric cable insulations, furniture, ropes and toys, etc. Then polystyrene, it is used to make thermo-insulating parts of the electric appliances like refrigerators, then gears of machines, toys, protective coverings like covers of CDs and DVDs. Then next one, polyethylene, it is used to make milk bags, packing bags, flexible garden pipes, etc. And polypropylene, it is used to make different parts of loudspeakers and vehicles, ropes, mattresses and laboratory appliances. So these are the different types and uses of thermoplastic. Now we will see the next type of plastic, that is thermosetting plastics and its uses. So the next type of plastic, that is thermosetting plastic. We will see the different types and their uses. Second type of plastic, that is thermosetting plastic. We will see the types and its uses. So first one is bakelite. It is used to make cabinets of radio, TV, telephones, electric switches, toys, coverings over handles of cookers, etc. The uses of bakelites are given. Second one is melamine. Domestically useful items like cup, saucers, plates, tray, some spare parts of airplane engines, electric and sound insulating coverings, etc. Third one is polyurethane. It is used for surfing boards, small boats, furniture, seats in vehicles, etc. And the next one, that is polyester. It is used to make fiberglass, toners of laser printers, textile industry, etc. So these are all the types of thermosetting plastic. Yes, we have seen the definition for thermosetting plastic. Once it is molded in a particular shape, on heating again it will not change its shape. So that type of plastic is called as thermosetting plastic. And these are the different types of thermosetting plastic like bakelite, melamine, polyurethane, polyester. These are the different types and its uses are given. Bakelite, it is useful to make cabinets of radio, TV, telephones, electric switches, toys, coverings over the handles of cookers, etc. And melamine, it is used to make domestically useful items like cup and saucer, plates, trays, some spare parts of airplane engines, electric and sound insulating coverings. Then polyurethane, it is used to make surfing boards, small boats, furnitures and seats in the vehicles, etc. And the last, that is polyester, it is used to make fiberglass, toners of laser printers and textile industry, etc. So these are the different types and uses of thermosetting plastic. So till now we have seen the types and uses of thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Now we'll start with the next part, that is plastic and environment. Plastic and environment, their materials are naturally degraded. They are called as degradable materials. So some materials which are naturally degraded, which naturally break down easily, they are called as degradable materials. That is called as non-degradable materials. So there are two types of materials, degradable materials and non-degradable materials. The materials which naturally degraded, they are called as degradable materials, while some materials do not degrade, they are called as non-degradable materials. And plastic is a non-degradable material. Yes, plastic is non-degradable and hence it is an environment pollutant. As it is non-degradable, because of this reason it is an environment pollutant. So this is plastic and environment, how they are related to each other. Plastic is non-degradable, it will not easily break down and hence it is an environment pollutant. In the properties also we have seen this, plastic is non-degradable. Okay, it does not degrade. Here the table shows material degradation period and types of materials. Now from the table we can identify which material takes how much period or how much time for degradation, and the type of material, whether it is degradable or non-degradable. The material which is non-degradable, it is an environment pollutant like plastic. Now see here, the first one, material that is vegetable, it will take 1 to 2 weeks for degradable. Means it after 1 to 2 weeks it will degrade, it will break down. So it takes 1 to 2 weeks, so it is degradable material. Cotton cloth, it will take 1 year for degradation period. So it is a type of material. Which type of material? Degradable material. Wood, it will take 10 to 15 years for degradation period and it is a degradable material. But plastic, it will take thousands of years for degradation. So it is non-degradable material. Hence it is non-degradable material, it is environment pollutant. So we should not use plastic. Instead of using plastic, we should use the other things like cotton bags, jute bags, etc. Okay, we should avoid the use of plastic as it is non-degradable and it is an environment pollutant. So this table shows the materials, its degradation period and type of material, means whether the material is degradable or it is non-degradable. Some materials, they easily degraded, naturally degraded, so they are called as degradable materials, and which do not degrade, that materials are called as non-degradable materials. For example, plastic. Now the next, we should opt or we should select or choose for the items made up of degradable materials instead of plastic. So instead of using plastic, we should use the other things, or we should select or choose the other things which are made up of degradable materials like jute bags, cloth bags, paper bags, etc. So we should use the other things other than the plastic. Instead of plastic, we should use the other things which are made up of jute, cloth, paper, etc. Instead of using plastic bags, we should use jute bags, cloth bags or paper bags. As plastic is a non-degradable and it is an environment pollutant, so we should use the other things, okay, which are made up of degradable materials. So this is about the man-made material plastic. Now, each responsible citizen should follow the 4R principle. Now, which are these 4R principle that we will see? 4R means reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. So, we should follow this 4R principle. Reduce means minimal use. We should reduce the use of that non-degradable material. Reuse, we should use it again. Recycle, use again after processing. Recover means reclaiming, then only we can save the environment from pollution. So we should follow this 4R principle, then only we can save the environment from pollution. Okay, I hope you are clear till here. So these are the 4R principles. Which are the 4R? The first one reduce, second one reuse, third one recycle and fourth one recover. Then only we can save the environment from pollution. Okay. Today we have seen the types and uses of different types of plastics like thermosetting plastic and thermoplastic. Yes, and then we have studied about plastic and environment, how they are related to each other. As the plastic materials, they are non-degradable. It will take more than thousands of years for degradation period. So it is a pollutant it is a pollutant, environment pollutant. Okay, so instead of using plastic, we should use the other things, okay, which are made up of jute, cotton, cloth, etc. Okay, I hope you are clear till here. So today we'll stop till here. In the next session we will start with the next concept. Thank you so much.